All right. Hello, Oh, wait, hold on. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to more fun exhibitions. I'm Arkma Muddy Kips, here by myself today. And we got a fun little special exhibition here for you today. So today, we're doing a fun little Touhou-themed team battle. So how this is going to work is each team currently has 2 lives for each player. This will be very similar to the rules that were a part of the Touhou Exhibition. So if you lose a life. If you win 2, you will be knocked off the cabinet, but you will keep your life. And both of our teams are currently themed around Touhou's 6 and 8 with our first matchup here. Let me quickly get rid of the chat box there. Our first matchup here is going to be between Tony Baloney and Dropletto. So Tony is repping Kowakuma, and Dropletto is currently doing Mystia, but we had a discussion. Mystia's look does not work on PCL. PCL's colors notoriously really bad. So we actually have her doing her Flower View Player 2 look. So that's why she's green. That is it's really funny getting to look at some of the Player 2 colors. She's just very green. She's green for an amazing reason. Let me get rid of that. It's been a minute since I've seen Dropletto play. Oh my god, what an air throw to start us off. Dropletto, I feel like half the time is just doing other stuff. Yeah, too busy, but did manage to show up for the exhibition. And Tony, working on the Ushi, has been pretty consistent, or like pretty solid in a lot of brackets that they've been playing in as like the one main Ushi rep these days. Very interesting matchup as well. You do kind of have to know a lot of your positionings to play around PCL. But when you can get the offense going, it can be pretty good. But Dropletto doing a really good job to start here, getting some good damage, and I think you can kill off this. Yeah, we're gonna go right for that arc drive. Oh, good EX there. We're gonna get a good amount of damage. Going for that J2C. Dropletto doing a good job of blocking. And now you get the corner off that interaction. Oh, and what a slight delay on that 2B there. Finds the hit, catching Tony, hitting up. And that is a good chunk of damage, and that really hurts for Tony because your health is so tiny. All right, using those lasers. We've been seeing those a lot more from PCLs, trying to do extra things with their spacing. And we're backing right on out of there. And we do catch, but we don't get the confirm. Unfortunate. Those Ushi combos can be really tight. I cannot believe that Dropletto was facing the wrong way on that. And you're going to die for it, too. Just some very funky interactions with the teleport. Got the hit, but not able to follow it up. And a quick DP there from Dropletto to get out of that situation. And we tried to mash on the 236A. It's going to give Tony a solid confirm. And we're going to finish that with air throw. Double MD. 3BC gets out of the way. And we're going to reset that to neutral. And a big 4BC, but we drop it. And Dropletto going to get a huge confirm off that 6BC. And we're going to go for that left-right off the air DP. Great heat. But we tried to charge in with the charge overhead, and that is not going to work at all. Big confirm here for Dropletto. You're going to get rid of all that heat, and now you got Ushi stuck in the corner with no resources. All right, we got 3 more bars to get through and all that chip. Do it again. And the bait on the throw with jump for BC is kind of crazy. But that is going to give Dropletto the first game. This is 1st to 2, so still a chance for a comeback. I also realize I don't have that. There you go. A reminder, we are doing this for the Eclipse fundraiser. So consider donating. We did recently hit 3K. So we're just, trying to keep it going. All right, tries to find the overhead. Doesn't work out. Empty IED throw from Dropletto. Another one. Trying to work it again. What a chase with that 5B. Just a very far-reaching hitbox there. Able to catch some of those backdashes if you chase it. I'm trying to work this overhead, and the spacing just out of the way of the 4BC, the gunshot finding home. That is a ton of damage off that starter to the corner. Goes for the 2C feint, but doesn't actually get the punish on the whiff shield. We're just gonna play with the pressure. Tony doing good on defense to stay safe, and he's gonna get the confirm. This should be a really good amount of damage off that starter. And we are gonna work it into the air throw. And we find the left-right was near the corner. Dropletto maybe not ready for the side switch. And we're gonna try and do a reset. It does work out. Not ready for that restand, and Tony's gonna take the round. What are we playing? Pedal dance? Good question. Right now, the OSTs I have right now are just from 6 and 8. Maybe we'll add something else a little later. Oh, Dropletto again with those empty IADs. This time finding the low hit. Scary situation for Tony. Dropletto not close enough to the corner to snipe with that 5C. And we're gonna get a quick cancel. Nice jump shield from Dropletto. Able to get a hit, but not a full punish. Insane EX cancel, or MD cancel. Dropletto catching the clash, but not able to respond. Tony gonna answer back, take the game. All right, going into game 3, and that's going to be Tony starting off with a great air-to-air. And a big cancel there for 4.3 to the corner. Finds the J2C charge. How much is this going to do? I'm not used to seeing that as a starter like that. Well, it's doing a chunk, 3.7 no bar. And the bait on the throw after the double MD at 6BC should be more than enough to kill, but we dropped it. That's okay. We hit the gritty. It's chill. It's secure. And a big 623B starter. Immediate EX cancel as well. And that damage is going to be chunky. Going to use the second bar to bring it to 4.5 into the left-right. And this J2C finds home again. That's a big confirm. And spaced around the heap, but no punish. And did like the most unsafe thing. Not able to get a full confirm there for Dropletto, but you are going to get one more throw in and run pressure in the corner. Uh-oh, we are scrambling and hitting buttons. What are we doing? EX confirm, going to that arc drive. 4.6 and getting your moon back. Guess for game for Dropletto. With the throw a little too early. A just immediate throw on the MD back. Dropletto gonna go down. And Tony gonna take the first game of the exhibition. All right, let me go to our lives here. So that is Dropletto moving to 1. And we'll be seeing who we go to next. All right, so up next, it looks like we are gonna have Max for Team Ante. They unfortunately did switch sides, so I'm gonna have to fix this. We need Noel. Noel, no last name. All right, go back over here. Make sure this is all set. Right. I think they are both ready to go. So Max is using a raisin color, raisin udoge. Specifically the like the summer outfit she has where she's wearing the t-shirt. I believe that is specifically what the color is. All right, we'll have to see how Tony plays around a lot of these Noelle things. It's always been one of those issues where I feel like Noelle covers a lot of spaces that Ushi really would prefer to be the one jumping at. And so you kind of lose that element of like spacing in some situations, but the great 3BC there to catch around the key. That's a good confirm. 3.9 into the left right. Goes for 6BC, but the double MD activation. That was a good wait there from Max to get around the potential shield option, and we are now hitting buttons. Good block on the overhead attempt, but the side switch 5A finds home. Very scrambly start there. Okay, we're going to start off with a nice find on the low. And that'll be a solid EX confirm. To the corner you go, and patiently waits for the DP. Oh, but doesn't get the full confirm. Oh, BDDX to keep that safe. We're not trying to play around that range. Scary maneuvers there from Tony. And baits out the throw. Tony gonna get a punish right after. Firing back. Okay, big confirm. Doesn't find the catch with the JC. But we got the block on the overhead. Oh, we are pressing all the buttons right now. But the 6BC finds home, the air overhead, and goes into the last arc. I'm assuming this will do more damage than the arc drive because it was blood heat. But you won't get the moon that you would have gotten for arc drive. So resources for Tony are going to look a little low, but that is a nice chunky 5.2. Good block from Max and finds the 2-2 BDP. And we're going to EX that towards the corner, and he's looking for the restand. Yeah, just have to hold back. We don't have a lot of resources on deck. Max continuing to run that pressure. Oh, and there was throw. Unfortunate whiff JC for Max. Oh my goodness, the patience there to wait a little too long for Tony. And that 2-2 does cover, but I think that was, what was that, rapid beat? Something went wrong there for Max, and Tony's gonna clean up the round. All right. Look, I'm gonna be honest, slight bias. Tony, like, just when we were calling for teams, called out the Koakuma pick. And on my poll, I had Koakuma at #1. So, you know, just because of that, he gets a bit of commentary bias, but he played that very well. But Max is on Raisin, who I also really do like. So it's a fortunate fight of two champs. And gonna finish that off into the corner steal? No, we're gonna let it go. And we're just gonna tick it. Found the hit. What? Oh my god, yeah, that was really wacky. I don't blame Tony for not getting the confirm there. Blocks the overhead. And we're just gonna back up. Okay, we are hitting buttons. Max expected to be more in range, and I'm really liking a lot of Tony's patience on these knockdown situations, or just on some of these scrambles. But unfortunately, a little too patient there, and Max is gonna find the throw. Oh my goodness. Wow, that punished. Yeah, trying to work these teleports, but the grace of having a 2-2 DP can work really good in a matchup like this. We're gonna heat out. EX is out. We're chasing. And great match there from Max. Catches that continued chase. MG's in between the drop. It tried to space around the 2-2, but it's just too far. All right, just goes in for the 6C, goes in for throw. Tick throw. And that's enough. All right, Max gonna even it up. All right, Tony taking a second to think. Tries to find the 3BC. That's 6-2-3 though, going right above the 2B attempt. Okay, we are hitting all the buttons. Oh, that's going to be a big confirm if we get that full combo. 6BC starter. And that's going to be a nice 4.2 to the corner. But both players now in MD. A lot of clash. The charge 236 finds home overhead. But a great catch there from Max in the air, catching one of those teleports. And we are going to get that confirm. Nice, just patience, run and throw. Okay, tick throw. Oh no, waited that extra second and Max was ready. Also waiting a little bit longer to DP. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, Tony getting caught off a little scared at the start. Doesn't get the confirm off the 3BC. Awkward angle again. But we are gonna find a hit, but we didn't trust it. What a teleport. But that 2BC, that is actually gonna be a pretty good starter for Max, but we drop it. We were looking for something cheeky, and that could be super punish. Not quite. Doesn't find that 236 at the end. Wow, what a catch. This might be enough. We're gonna see the arc drive. That might be just a little too much. No, not enough, not enough. And we're gonna EX DP, but that is safe. That is at least shield backable. Oh my gosh, trying to chase with that 3BC. Tony living on a prayer, but the 6-2-3 hitting a little too high, and Max is gonna take the game and take that set. So that is gonna be Tony losing his first life. I think that is this one. All right. But that is going to mean I need to see our next player from the Scarlet Devil Mansion. It was a very good effort from Tony. That was the game of all time. True. I'm kind of interested. So I did see people are seeing there's a little bit of a team imbalance, but I kind of think that the SDM team can still do pretty good, especially with how close that last set was. There's a few upsets I see that there can be. Is there a consecutive game limit? Yes, you can only win 2 games before you need to move off the station. Oh, it looks like we are gonna see Tonzo hopping in for the STM. And Tonzo is repping Mei Ling. I should like play her theme like right now. Give me 1 second as I get the thingies ready, which I should have. Yeah, the nice thing about Miyako, one of the biggest things for this I wanted was to, I wanted to make sure that we had all the colors like in game. I don't like using PAL mod if we don't have to, and Miyako is definitely an easy character for that. And aesthetically, like, you can find enough mailing art that's basically just this, and it's fine. All right, we are trying to chase, but that is going to be Max at the start, finding a good hit, and now we got to play it patient. Goes for the restand and the overhead. Oh, unfortunate. Just getting stuck in the corner there. No, trying to block that online is like having to block Miyako overhead online. Like, it's just not possible. All the young kids are doing it, though. And that's going to be a good start there for Tanzo to get a solid hit. Unfortunately, a little too far away for that 5B to reach. And that is going to give Max an opening here. No MD on Tanzo's side now. Great mash on the attempt to 2-2A. And that's going to be HKD. Tries to find the throw, but there was just enough time for that TK. Moonskill key, and now you're going to take a bunch of damage and the restand. And that is going to be more than enough to kill on the EX. Is a quick game one for Max. Tried to find the 3C a little too far forward, and we're getting a little too open with that backdash. Max is going to get a catch. Wait, the spacing just out of the way of that 2-2B, and that is going to be a strong amount of damage. 3.9 into the air throw, and finds the overhead. Says, hold on to this. Going to get some of those wall splats for extra damage, and you are going to set up. Oh, doesn't go for the safe jump, just goes in for air dash JB, and it works. Is this going to be enough to kill? No, it drops. And there's that 2-2B for Max. Been using that a lot to try and hit around. There's that 2A into throw. And tries to find the throw, but enough time to actually get that out. I'm really surprised that worked. 2BC, and we didn't shield it low. Tanzo going to steal the round. But Max gonna find that starting hit off that 2B. That 2-2B I hate. Oh, it was 2BC there. But that's gonna be a solid confirm there for Tanzo. Can you make it work in the corner? Tried to block it out, but the second hit, the 2B hits low. And we're just immediately DPing on that restand, not trying to hold that. Oh my gosh, that actually hit. That's crazy. Just didn't get the block. Gets the chase in with the 6-6. Able to follow it up with the key. All right, Max on set point. No moon, but definitely possible. We're gonna heat. 2-2A attempt there from Max was not reacting to the heat. Tanzo just said, I'm just gonna get out of the way, and immediately gets the arc drive, builds the moon back up, and waits for the 2-2. That's a big confirm. Doesn't finish it. All right, Tanzo on the board. I'll try to do a 2-on-4 charge, but the key gonna get there in time. Oh my god, we're just armoring through. And the JC finds home. I don't think Max was ready for it to meaty. But that JC, it do be sticking. All right, 4.0. And finds the JB. Max trying to mash, but that's okay. We're gonna mash on wake of. We did not have the confirm. And this is gonna be safe jump? No, tries to find the throw. And arc drive, not in range to hit. It does only kind of cover Miyako's immediate area, and that is going to be a big punish for Max. Oh, and the sweep low. That is gonna take Max to the next round. No, it is not full screen. You might be thinking of a 22C. That's the one that hits like full screen on the ground. But her arc drive surprisingly small. You confirmed off that? I'm a little annoyed on that, I'm not gonna lie. That's kind of fucked up. All right, we're gonna heat out. No 22C from Tanzo to check. Back to the corner, gonna pop double MD. Oh, he found the turnaround, but wasn't ready. We are not ready for these things to connect, and that might be enough to kill. Here's the EX key into the 623C, and that is enough. That is going to be Max taking it 2-1. 2 close sets, but managing to keep both the life intact. But that is Max's last spot on the cab for now. All right. Okay, there we go. All right, so I'm going to be asking for Team Ante to send in. All right. All right, looks like they are going to be sending in Riz Tarts. Let me make sure I have that. There we go. On the Alco. And the color that they made for this one was for Kine. And up next, we have Blood Goddess, who... Oh, wait, I have this on the wrong person. Fuck. I have to move the people around. Here we go. All right, so Blood Goddess for the Scarlet Devil Mansion will be on Shiki with the Flan colors. And we have Riz Tarts for Ante with the Kine colors. All right. And they are both ready to go as I switch this over, and then I have to hit the thingies again. The last time I saw Blood Goddess on a character, they were on Roa. I don't know what it is with Roa players moving to Shiki. There's been a lot of players just moving to Shiki lately. I'm not really sure what happened there. But we're in there, starting it off with some nice Shiki bombos. Wow, the 2-2C actually beating out that 2B attempt from Blood Goddess, and now you're going to space. Oh, unfortunate spacing. This could be big. Just ran in an arc drive. This punish isn't going to be enough to kill, and that does mean Blood Goddess has install for the rest of the round, but not if we eat that laser. All right, Riz Tarts taking the first round, but that air throw to start off puts Blood Goddess on crazy positioning. We are 5C'ing like there's no tomorrow. And he waited for the heat and managed to get the shield on reaction. All right, big EX laser there. We're gonna just set up some orbs. That's a big punish on that 2C attempt, but no confirm. Epic stare down there, and Blood Goddess's health is looking real low, real quick. And unfortunately, no confirms, but the ones from Wrist Hearts meant a lot more. That damage really adding up. All right, we're just staying back, not worrying too much about these initial lasers. And trying now catch with the lariat. Doesn't quite work out. And that's going to be Wrist Hearts finding the hit. Solid confirm. Oh, we're hitting the things I don't think we wanted. And we're going to arc drive to punish the 6BC attempt in the air. And now you got to hold the install. Oh, no, you don't. We did not do Oki. Where was my Oki Zemies? Just insane interactions. Hey. Throw tech. Gonna get Rez out of there, but let's go shield a little too late. Oh, you had the walk under, but able to still get the punish eventually, but didn't quite get the initial one. Goddess on the board for this round. Oh my gosh, what a JC. Not able to find the confirm. It was a little too high. All right, big orb setup. Tries to backdash it through. Oh, we're just mashing out of there. And this time we'll get the confirm. And we're just going to do the regular EX. Not going to go into any HKD. And tried to 3C just a little too late. No anti-airing there. And we are getting put in the laser war. Big 6BC though. Do we have it? We don't. Arc drive through the laser, but it doesn't reach. It was too far. Tried to aura farm just a little too much. And you don't get the install either, but we do find the JC from max range. It was like the tippy tips of his boots. Oh no, whiff the JC, did not hold on to it. And now you're in the corner. And we're just gonna DP on that pressure. We are not holding this. And it's just a little too early on the throw. All right, you don't have the meter to kill here, but this knockdown could be it. Doesn't get the shield out to bait the heat. This is gonna give Red Hearts a lot of opportunity. Double heat. Oh, we're gonna arc drive. Make that space, get the install. Oh, the unfortunate drop. The 228 finds home. Oh my goodness. That's a huge fatal. You needed that. Is that gonna be enough to kill? It looks like it. But we dropped it! Everyone has won this game like 3 times now. I'm saying that was almost just absolutely devastating. But Blood God is gonna even it up. No, the nerves are looking super real. All right, we've got the orb set. Second orb, running that pressure. Tries to clash through it with the 6BC, but it doesn't work out. Just do it again. Fuck it. Just one more time. And the 3 counter finds home. It looks like Razor was ready for it, but hit crouch, so didn't end up working on the B counter because that does hit overhead. And that's a solid confirm. 3.0 off that hit. Big 5C. Oh, no shield on after the MD there. The orb gonna force the block. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, what's happening? Oh god. Did that just be, was that me getting kicked out? Or are they still playing? We're losing frames? Uh-oh. I hope that's not on my side, because that would be really bad. I think they're still playing. But I unfortunately won't, we're gonna have to imagine what is happening on the other side. That sucks. I hope that wasn't just my internet deciding to shit itself. Hope the netcode is better. True. Because it looks like I haven't dropped any frames myself, so it looks like that was just something with the game itself. So we'll have to wait and see who the winner of that was. Very unfortunate, but it happens. I guess I will use this point. Remember that this is for the Clips fundraiser. Exclamation point fundraiser. It'll pull up the Tiltify link. And with that, you can send some money over. We just hit 3K, so we're almost halfway at our goal to try and get some really cool players out to the first Eclipse, the follow-up for Climax of Night. So if you would like to donate for that, we have more goals on the way that can be included towards your donation. Let me see. All right, so it looks like Blood Goddess did win that one. I am going to quickly move us over to the score here. So that is going to be Rize losing their first life. I am going to also quickly remake the room in case that was on me. All right, so let me get... All right. Let me back out of here. I'm currently on my my Koakuma color, so I want to make sure I'm switched back. Oh, and I should let... Alright, Blood Goddess is back in the building. And it looks like they are sending in Balloon. So Balloon asked if they could play on the Dantes, and I'm kind of upset about it, but like that's just because I don't like this character. But they did go through the effort to make a Kaguya color specifically for him. So I kind of have to hold that. Like, on the one hand, I don't like it, but like I have to respect the actual dedication to making the color. So I'm going to quickly update. I'm just updating my own scoring, making sure things are good. All right, here we go. So Shiki Dantes, one of those things where like Shiki has the tools to kind of interact in a lot of spots that Dantes really doesn't want to have interacted with. But you still kind of have to call out some of those further spacings. And, oh, we got these. Oh, we super got these. That is a big chunk of damage immediately, but we don't find the 3C. I think it was a little too early on the initial hit. The 6BC clash works out. And we're gonna get that EX and go right into the heat, trying to get some of that health back. And a little too far on the JC. I cannot believe that actually outspaced the 6BC. What the fuck? That's okay though. Balloon managing to win that very scary Clash War. Good pickup. 2-2C, I'm nice. And we find the safe jump JC, but not able to get the confirm. Keeps the block string going. Great 2B, lets it rock. It's such a good button for winning those clash interactions. And we're gonna EX off of it. Here we go, safe jump. No, gonna just meaty 2B. Finds the unblockable, but we did not try and do anything after. It gets caught by the DP. Oh, that's a big 6BC catch. With the right combo, I think you might have the meter to kill here. Not quite, not quite. But we do get the install for this last situation. And just goes in for the throw after the fake out. Big 2-2C. It's going to take us into the air. And a great meaty there. Catching Blood Goddess trying to mash on wake up. 2-2C. And we're going to arc drive, but doesn't hit on the DP, and there was enough time to actually punish. Oh, unfortunate drop, but we pick it back up. If you can make this safe to get into a heat, you put yourself in a pretty good position. And there it is. But we don't have it. It get caught in time. Yeah, it was an unfortunate reset. Gonna arc drive. Tries to catch with the charge variant. What is happening? And we just calmly go in for the throw. Oh my goodness. All right, Balloon gonna take the game. Our big 5B. Oh my gosh, what a catch with the lariat. Oh, and the slight wait there on the Rekka to find the low, but doesn't get the confirm. Blood Goddess has the chance to start something here. Yeah, we're just gonna rock drive again, and it does catch the landing. Balloon press the button, and we find the overhead. We have the confirm, taking it back. Oh no, did the throw and was surprisingly not plus for it. Good match there from Balloon. What is happening? Oh, good shield. And gets the throw on the attempt to counter shield. Big 3BC or 3C. They got the combo to take it down. Oh, we got the match, but just didn't quite get the confirm after. Did not trust that second 2A or second 5A. That is okay. Balloon finding the confirms, just not getting the full combo. But that's okay. Beating out the attempt to air dash JC. Balloon on set point. Is a big, big fatal starter for Balloon. We're gonna take that over to the corner. Nice tick throw. Finds the hit on the attempt to mash out. All right, here's your knockdown. Found the hit, but not able to confirm. And we just get caught staring low. Balloon showing a lack of care for trying to mash. Not worrying about that shield. Another unfortunate drop, and that should be more than enough for Balloon. Just got to go right into the arc drive, and that'll take the round and the set. Right, so there will go Blood Goddess's first life, and Balloon will stay on the cab. So next should be either wrong one. So the remaining 2 lives is Jungle and Midori over on the SDM side. And it looks like they're going to send Midori in. Going to hop immediately back with more Shiki. Sorry about that. There we go. All right. We're going to let him go right on into it. Oh, unfortunate drop on the pressure. We're setting back to neutral. All right, we got the confirm. Went for the 2-1-4 and just tried to back off, but Balloon had the space to mash out and find the hit. To the corner you go. Delay BC doesn't work out. Balloon able to find the follow-up with that A counter. Ooh, and catches with that air laser. Getting just above that 2A. What a JB hit, but not able to find the confirm on the ground. Balloon gonna just mash on out of there. We're not trying to hold this. All right, 2-2C brings it back into the air. And the bait there with the TK just over the throw attempt. Balloon quickly taking the first game. Oh, and the slight delay there caught Midori trying to move out. These some of these situations, like a lot of the TKs and some of these Rekkas, can be really awkward when you're not used to holding them. Just depending on how many of these Danteses you actually get to fight. So I don't blame the random hits there. This is gonna let Midori get a good punish after that drop on the combo, but not able to find the air throw. And tries to mash after the heat. Gets caught by that Rekka. And this time Balloon gets the hit. All right, setting up for the safe jump. No, IAD's over the attempt to mash out, but doesn't get the punish. All right, Midori getting the chance to run some Oki. Good block there from Balloon on that JB. The slight delay on the slide attack, that's actually gonna kill. We're gonna work this into some meter. All right, Midori getting on the board. No moon, very little meter, but you can definitely make that back here. What a hit on that JC. Oh my goodness. Uh-oh, and got caught in the air. 2-2C. Oh, we got the mash out. We just weren't ready for it to work. Huh? Very silly interaction in the air, but Midori gonna find home. All right, safe jump. Goes the other side, and we are just gonna arc drive on it. All right, what's the mix? I'm just gonna go to the other side, but we get called out with that mash out with the 2B. That is gonna give Midori a chance. Nice throw. And the catch there, the delay on the follow-up for slide, and Midori answering back. Yeah, that's the hardest thing for Dantes probably for this matchup is the fact that the Rekka itself isn't the issue, but you kind of have to call out like the lack of it coming. But your normals are still a little slower out of the corner, and it just makes you a little more vulnerable. MD DP from Midori, able to get out of the way and run some pressure now. And gets the catch with the 236A, not able to follow up. And now it's Balloon in the driver's seat. The catch there. That 5B may be supposed to be a lariat. What a clash. Neither player getting punished for it. But that jump into the TK laser. Just gonna find home. Baiting another throw attempt and Balloon on set point. Oh no, bad whiffs in the air to start. Balloon gonna take you to the corner. 2-2C. Oh no, going for DP instead of the 2-2C. Oh, but I'm just gonna DP out. I'm not holding this. Hell nah. Oh, I was trying to do the side switch setup, I think. Didn't quite work out, but we pick it back up on the ground. Midori, she's gonna take this to the corner. Backdashes out and actually gets there in time. Oh, double MD. And the stare down, but Midori finding home with the 2C. Okay, set point for both players. This is going to be big. This could mean a lot for both teams. Oh no, with the DP. And this means a lot for Blue, but no confirm, but we pick it back up. Nice 2C. All right, big confirm off the Rekka. Gonna set up for safe jump here. We're trying to shimmy, but Midori holding firm. 2CM nice. And a great match out there. The 2B finding home. A decent amount of gray health if Midori wants to heat here. We're actually gonna arc drive it. Get the install. Get a bit of moon. 4.7. You have to go in kind of quick. That third bar was made. We got the 5C reward ready for it to hit. It's not going to be enough to kill. And we're going to back out. Not trying to hold this. That third bar is made, though. Dangerous situation, but the JC just over those 2 A mashes. And Balloon going to take the set 2-1. Let's take that back over to our score screen. That is going to be Midori losing that life. And Balloon gonna be off the cab. So I believe that means we could see... Actually, I think that means everyone except Jay has been in. All right, let me get... And then that should mean we also have the Jungle Skoggler hopping on in. There we go. Gonna hop back over here. All right, let's get to our next set of teams. So up next, it should be JCOM to round out Team ANTE. And then we have Jungle Skoggler. Can I fit this with the tag there? I can. Okay, cool. Sometimes I get kind of worried that like the thingy isn't gonna hold. Oh, I didn't mention Midori is on Sakia. That was the Sakia skin, for those curious. And I can actually talk about our next two. So we're gonna have Jungle Skoggler up next, who I believe has the Remelia skin. And then for JCOM, who is coming in, there we go, on the Moko skin. And they can both start on that. So this will be tricky. This is always a really weird matchup for Vlav. It's not to say it's like harder per se, but the one thing that Mario really gets advantage of in this matchup is 214C can be used on the ground and in the air, so you can cover a lot. So it's going to be on Jungle to be a little more careful of what is being showcased on further rain pressure. Okay, we're gonna 214 to 214, 214, and that does find home. Here's your big 236. Good jump out there, trying to find the 4BC. That hit, but not able to get a confirm. It was kind of awkward. And there's that trade. That is OTG, but we were ready to just wait for that forward tech out. You are negative on that forward tech. You got to be careful about it. The 60 actually reads the back down, but not able to confirm. We are going to just sit in the air and try and use some of these air fireballs. I think JCOM just kind of being respectful, not worrying about trying to show some of those 214s in case they hit. And it does hit there. Tried to get a little too high on it. All right, the Nuns are on top, and we do find the confirm. Immediate heat out. We're not trying to hold this. Tries the 3C, but was a little too forward. JCOM actually able to take in the corner. Unfortunate drop. But we do find the pickup on the 236A. Feroche coming in clutch. All right, and that's a perfect for JCOM. And now we are in ice mode. And gets the side switch off the Goomba Stomp. Got to be careful about that. The extra little Mario mental tax. We're going to jump shield out of it. Unfortunately, went for the 8 counter. And now you're super opened up. And that should be enough to kill. Very quick there. A good start, but JCOM going to clean up that first game. Big catch there with Feroche. OTGs, so JCOM waited it out, but catching the tech with 5A. All right, we are in the corner. Enjoy the strike throw. A. And a good mash out there, 2A. But we don't hit the confirm, but we pick it back up with that 5C. All right, Jungle has to make a lot off this. She can get a good amount of heat if we go for it. No, gonna just air dash in. And gets caught high shielding. Good empty IAD from JCOM, and that should be more than enough to kill. All right, big EX confirm. And finds the throw. Actually got there before JCOM's mash out, and another throw to beat out the shield. Jungle Scoggler with a technical perfect there. Very well done on offense. Oh, but did 2-on-4C. Finally seeing that now. Catching the attempt to stomp on the ground. What a throw. Baiting out the 2-2A. And that's a big overhead. Right, big confirm. Finishing that off with the air throw. Doesn't go for the JB and doesn't get the catch on the heat in time. And that is going to be a huge punish on that delayed 2BC. Oh, we're going right for the arch drive, but it's a little too far out of the way. Not going to work out for JCOM. Uh-oh. We got the reset. And that's going to be a big confirm into the EX 236C. That's, oh, double MD. Tried to find the air throw, but she was just a little too far out. This isn't going to be enough to kill. You get one more chance. Tries to jump shield. The shield ran out as the second chakram came in due to a lack of moon. And JCOM going to take the game. All right, we're going to take us back over to the live. So that is all of Team SDM's first life gone. And Tay doing solid so far. Let me see if I can also do this to make things a little better. All right. All right, well, that was very quick, actually. So up next, we're going to have Tanzo coming in. So we have a reset of the the players for the SDM. JCOM does get to stay in to try and keep this first life of his. Big EX there to start us off on some block string. And that's a good catch with the JB. Tanzo going to take it to the corner. Oh, big catch. Feroche coming in clutch. And we're going to get quite a bit of meter. We are an MD as well. Going to use all of that up. You will hold my strike throw. Never mind. We're out of there. All right, we're trying to play around Feroche. Good jump block on the punch nut attempt. The big 3BC catches Tanzo whiffing in the air. And that overhead finds home on the first one. But we don't have the confirm. And just jumped in with the Goomba Stomp, getting just over Tanzo. All right, big hit. Finds the overhead with the TK elbow and catches the forward tech. This should be enough to kill if you use all your bar, and there it is. Okay, Tanzo firing back with a perfect. But JCOM getting started on this third round, getting a hit to the corner, and baiting out a throw, I think, from Tanzo. The Chakram gonna meet, and JCOM getting another corner situation built for Tanzo, but we're gonna DP out. A good heat out. Tanzo gonna try and get something going. 2-2 does find home into the OTG. But we got caught hitting something we definitely didn't want, or maybe just wanted to call out another forward tech. JCOM gonna get a solid confirm, but this won't be enough with 4 bar. We're gonna EX again, get it into throw range. That is so unfortunate. I think either Tanzo thought they were just out of range of 2B, so wanted to press, or maybe expected the MD would have beaten the hitbox, but it does meaty. It did in fact meaty, and JCOM gonna take the first round. The first game. Very unfortunate for that round to end like that. That is okay. Still alive. Right, 2-2 into the OTG. And got over the rapid beat, but just didn't have the time to catch it. This is going to give JCOM a chance to get out and play some more neutral. And that's a big 2-on-4C. Oh, wanted to bait something out, but nothing came out. JCOM just held firm. And now you are in the Nun block string. We are really just trying to interact with that Nun. Oh, that's a big BC counter. Tries to find the overhead, doesn't MD to keep it safe, and JCOM's just gonna match out with 5A. And I think that'll be enough to kill. We're gonna build that second bar. No, we're not. One more chance. And we just do the single overhead into the 2A low. Set point for JCOM. Oh, it baits out the DP, just holding back, letting the Chakrams do the work. And this is potentially the last interaction. Big fatal for Tanzo to get out of that with Blood Heat. This should be an insane confirm. Doesn't go for the first bar, but still does 5.7. Counter heat from JCOM, just trying to get out of that situation. Good 2AA mash. JCOM gonna take Tanzo to the corner. Double MD? No, just Tanzo's MD. JCOM just holding firm on the pressure. That is a good BC out. And a crazy air throw from JCOM to get out of that after the MD. Good reaction there from Tanzo, but gets caught by the 2BC activation. And that'll be enough. JCOM gonna take it 2-0 and knock out the SDM's first team member. All right. And that will complete ANT's rotation. All right. I've already got the SDM's next team member. They're going to be sending in Midori, who is rocking the Sakia fit. And I'm now waiting to see who Team ANT is sending in next. All right, it looks like we are going to see Dropletto. All right, we got the color back on. Here we go. So Midori and Dropletto, I believe, both on their last life. Gets caught on that JC, so big and hitting just low enough to catch the start or the ending of that backdash. And now you are in the corner zone. A big catch with the 236A. And beating out the attempt to counter shield. Oh, we got it? We got it. All right, we got the side switch. Dropletto taking Midori back to the corner. And we find the JB, but we didn't trust it. 660, I'm nice. But just the immediate DP to call out the dash in. And it looked like Midori got the jump cancel, but no shield. Trying to find the jump in on the JC, but didn't quite get the space. Good block on the overhead attempt. Good, just the stop sign. I'm not letting you through. What did, oh no, we were not ready for that. Maybe thought that was the BDP, but that was the ADP, so that was jump cancelable. Dropletto getting it back to the corner. 236 CC, this BBB 66C. Nice catch. And Midori just gonna do a regular corner or regular combo, keeping it same side. Keeping it in that mid-range, and back you go. Oh my goodness, to the corner. Oh, good catch. Dropletto throwing, Midori back in the corner, and we don't block the safe jump, and that should be more than enough. Dropletto taking game 1. All right, Midori getting started. Good confirm into the throw. Just putting you in some good old Shiki strike throw. Oh no, let the 2C rock and didn't find a cancel after. But Dropletto messing up the 3B. Right, awkward confirm and awkward pickup, but made it work. Gonna get like 3.6 for that? God damn, okay. Oh no, we DP'd against PCL when she was so far away. That is going to be a great cash out for Dropletto. Right into that 236 BC. Alright, guess for game. Oh my goodness, what a call out. Hey. That was so scary. What a backdash. Midori's trying to stay alive. But we don't block the overhead. We had the like slight up and the back down. All right, set point here for Dropletto. Finds the air throw to start. And the air dash back, catching Midori staring. Big guard cancel heat. Not caught. And the slight delay there, the 2C finds home, and we're gonna get the arc drive. It gets you your moon back. It gets you your install too. Here we go. Wow, find the JC, no confirm. MD to keep yourself safe. And a great 236A from Dropletto saying, get off me. You're a little too far away now. And we're gonna just do the DP left, right. Here we go. Oh no, we jumped away. We're a little too scared. All right, Midori just holding block. And a great 2B. Calling out Dropletto, trying to approach. Nice beat delay BC out. Caught Midori, I think, trying to go for throw there. Oh, that killed. Wait, no, it doesn't kill because that was a BC counter. 6-6C, but you are in a guess for game situation. We're going to heat for good measure. That could have been very spooky, but this could be spooky for Dropletto. It's going to be a big EX confirm. Not enough to kill, but you get put in a strike throw situation. Oh, we mash. Ugh. And we just go in with the rapid beat to wait. The throw finds home, and that's going to be Dropletto taking the game. 2-0. All right, that is going to be Midori's life. All right, we'll have to see who comes in left from the SDM. All right. Oh, I'm on the wrong side. All right, up next, we're going to have Tony Baloney come in. It's looking like from the SDM. Tony started out strong. I believe the one who did take Dropletto's first life on the earlier fight. I'll have to see if he can do it again. It was pretty close. All right, here we go. Come on, guys. You're lucky I got the switch players button, but come on. Me when I get you. tried to catch in at the start with, I think that was maybe DP, but gunshot finds home for Dropletto. And we are going to EX DP left, right. And we find it. 2AA. What a 6BC just over the 2C attempt. All right, this is Tony's chance to get something going. Heat potentially on the table. And finds a 6BC, punishing the low shield. But unfortunate drop. That's okay, we pick it back up. That J2C doing wonders. And you super kill off this. Gonna go right into that arc drive. Make sure it kills. Trying to play no games. I could not believe that JB worked. Wait, maybe the button is good. Big overhead. It's going to be taking that to the corner. That's a very high damage combo there. 4.3. Nice. Going to keep it going. 6C. Didn't bite on the TK attempt. And there it is, 4BC. Tony gonna get a lot of damage for that. No, lets it go. Okay, it was getting a little too freaky there. We're just gonna put out the stop sign. And that, I think, will be enough to kill. No, we don't build the meter. But we're gonna try and left-right it. Oh, no, we're not. We did something wrong. And Tony said, I'll give you all the space in the world. That's okay. We are really trying to find this overhead. He's really trying. Oh no, whiffs on on Tony's side for making Dropletto try and shield and getting punished for it. That's a big 4BC. Time is getting close though. 14 seconds. And Tony with all the health in the world, but goes for the left-right reset. And finds the confirm. Dropletto none the wiser. And that's going to be Tony taking the first game. I was kind of fucked up. He's done that twice today. I was fucked up. Big 2C catch. Oh, unfortunate miss pickup on the 6BC. Oh, he's doing the pogo. He's doing the pogo. Yeah, I think that is the last one you can get before it starts to drop. No way. No way that actually worked. That was insane. Big 2C, unfortunately, didn't get the confirm that he wanted, but that's all right. Dropletto finding that 4BC. A big gunshot. That should be... Oh, no, we're not confirming. Hey, Tony will definitely get the clean up on this. You only need the 1 bar for it. Go right into the 2-1-4C. Get a little bit more moon. And that puts you on set point. All right, Dropletto getting a good hit off that gunshot. Now, can we keep Tony in the corner? 2C, good shield. It was actually true on the overhead, or on the overhead, the unblockable. But Tony getting out. Just let it go. No tech this time from Dropletto, and you're gonna get a fatal B counter. So not a lot of damage, but PCL is pretty good about getting the corner damage. So that fatal does mean quite a bit. That's like, what? It's 2.9, almost 3K. Oh, and what a bait. Run up AD back JB, and you are super dead. Just needs the single 6-6C. And Dropletto fighting back. Oh my gosh, chunky amount of damage there. 4.5. Tony gonna heat out, but gets called out immediately for 236 Aang. And we're just gonna make sure that's all true. Wear out all of that heat. And great punish there from Dropletto. Is this gonna be enough? I think it's not. You did not build the final bar. Oh my god, the MD gunshot does it. Insane. Oh my goodness. Using every little bit to make sure the confirm killed. I low-key deserve that. Maybe. Alright, but this is big. Tony trying to stay alive and at least get one more elimination on the board. Big 4BC. Okay, good DP. Got the right side for it on the teleport. Oh, and the gritty, the 4BC. It's gonna be some nice damage. Taking it mid-screen. Oh, jump back. Was maybe expecting another DP from Dropletto. But Dropletto just making the space instead. We are playing neutral. Oh my goodness. And the confirm, the EX just in time on the DP to not whiff. And now Tony back on set point. We went for the reset and tried to find the low. With the safe jump into the throw. A big overhead, calling out the low shield attempt, and that... Oh, you are super dead for this. You go right into that arc drive. I think there was technically space where if Dropletto wanted to save meter, that could have been a 6-6C, but doesn't matter. Just get the kill. You still have another bar left over and all of that MD. Wow, that was ADP! Insane call out! Ready to immediately heat out there. Oh no. Oh, that is like everything out of your tank on top of just a high amount of damage putting you in the corner. This is looking rough for Tony. Tries to 6BC out, but gets called out by the JB. Is that going to be enough? Oh, that's going to be more than enough. Oh my goodness. Dropletto with the double clear out. And going to send Tony home. All right, so the only players left now are going to be Jungle and Blood Goddess. All right, and that means Balloon is out, so Ante can send in their next champion. I thought he would pew pew. No, yeah, that was a very unfortunate. It was like a high risk call out. Did I say Balloon? Am I stupid? Am I dumb? Look, there's two PCLs. They're both blue. All right, so on Team Ante, they're going to send in Res Tarts back in. And it looks like Blood Goddess is coming back in as well. So hopefully we'll be able to see this set this time. All right, so we got our Flan versus Kine match. Both players are ready to go. Please start the real match. All right, we're there. Oh no, did something wrong. Should not be getting 6 BC in the air. All right, Res Tart's gonna get a nice bit of damage on the confirm in the corner. 4.0. And we're just gonna immediately DP. We're not holding that. Okay, big punish. You are gonna build the 3-bar here. And we are gonna cash it out. Gonna get that install for the next round. Very nice. 5K. Get your kill, get your round. Try to teleport. Doesn't work out. Insane interactions. I love Melty Blood. We'll just let it go, and we're just gonna try and find that throw. We tried to throw, probably saw that air dash and thought it was maybe an attempt to approach on the ground. All right, Blood Goddess getting quite a bit of damage here. Tried to bait something out, maybe a heat. Oh, we're swinging. We're pressing all the moon skill buttons. Oh, just going for the air throw. And we're gonna pick it up on the OTG. Very fast game 1 there for Blood Goddess. OTG unblockable, it's crazy. I'm saying, we might have to ban this character. All right, big 6 BC to start. Oh, we got the turnaround? It was looking a little scary there, but we're going to take that to the corner. Wow, able to find the throw in time after the slide because Reze pressed a very slow button, or at least a slower button in 2C. We're out of there. We're DPing. Actually found the follow-up on the slide and gonna get the confirm. All right. Blood Goddess quickly moving on to set point. Okay, caught trying to charge. Oh, we're just trying to guess on the press. Not even trying to field out. All right, big hit there for Blood Goddess. It shouldn't do too much because of the JA starter. But you are going to take it to the corner, and you are going to use install. Oh, just tried to do the overhead, but he actually made it invincible, so it didn't hit. Unfortunate drop, but we pick it back up with a rapid beat. Just immediate throw punishes the landing. We are all pressing buttons. Airs are unblockable. Tries to go for it again, but doesn't work out. Rize able to get the counter in time. Plus, it's okay. Everything's fine. And we got hit by the orbs. We heated out. With the immediate 6 BC, we were not ready for it. Rize trying to stay alive. And there the install goes as well because you lost that round. Moving on to the next. Good counter. And the catch there with the J6BC. No orb setup. That's a big confirm. 2-2C. Just enough. Oh my goodness. All right. Board evened up. Okay, we are finding some chips. Not enough for a full confirm, but that does start to add up. Good 3C. Blood Goddess gonna take this mid-screen. Oh, no actual HKD. We just didn't tech. Oh my gosh, what a fatal. It was a very scrambly situation, and the screen started flashing colors. And then you just took 4.2 for that. Baits out the high shield. Not enough to kill here. But you are gonna get that knockdown. And tries to 5C. Good heat out. And Reze gonna cash it all out. Goes into the arc drive. And we get a ton of moon for that. And that's what, 4.8? 4.5? Orbs. Jumps over the 6BC attempts. No, we didn't get the pick up. And you're gonna die. No. I swear we saw that situation in their last set. I swear that exact situation happened. All right, Blood Goddess starting that pressure again. Doesn't get there in time on the knockdown, but we do find that B counter. Big 6BC gonna go into that laser. Okay. Good arc drive just immediately on the MD, just recognizing the DP startup. And that's a punish. Got there in time with the 2A, but we don't have the confirm. That AU bead, oh my gosh. All right, pick up to the corner. We got the confirm. Not going to be enough to kill with the EX. And we just jump over the 2C attempt out of the corner. Blood God is going to take it and knock Reze Tart out of the exhibition. It's going to be the first life loss for Ante. All right, looks like Balloon is up next. All right, well, I can do this. Me when I have to kill you, get out of the room. All right. So, yeah, next is Balloon. Once again, going to be rocking the Kaguya color, coming in for Team Ante, and could potentially close this out, as SDM has only 2 members left. So if Balloon can win this here and then win the next set, that'll be it for us. right, Blood Goddess starting off strong. Good counter shield there, and because it's in the air, that is a true punish. Good DP out from Blood Goddess. Gonna try and run that pressure. Good reaction. Oh my goodness, the immediate A counter there to get the confirm. A. Do it again. Oh, goes over this time with the air dash, but no confirm. A nice laser there from Balloon, able to punish the attempt to catch low. Not enough time, and Balloon taking full advantage, gonna take the first round. Right back you go down. What a mash out. Very good call out from Balloon. And those are the kinds of things you really do need in this matchup. You cannot just let Shiki do all that pressure to you. Very, very scary situation. Just let it go. No attempt to EX on it. And that could be big. Balloon getting a chance to get some serious damage. Immediate heat. We're just lasering. And called out the low shield, not showing the third laser, and that's going to be a big, meaty arc drive. Not enough to kill, but this is a guess for game situation. And we just run up and throw after the TK Coker punch. Balloon going up 1. All right, we're going to start it off with a 5C from Balloon. That'll be a nice bit of damage. Not quite, or could have been. But you get a punish anyways on the shield counter. Oh, just right around. Oh my goodness. Balloon not ready for the side switch. All right, solid confirm. EXing into DP instead of the 2-2C, 3C. And that is going to be enough to kill to punish that counter. Balloon on set point, trying to knock Blood Goddess out. Oh, what a trade. Yeah, these lasers are just getting into Blood Goddess's head. Not quite ready to handle it all. And Balloon gonna take it to the corner. Great 2B. Just sitting back instead to charge, willing to give up the space for it. I'm holding my tongue. I'm holding my tongue. Oh no, the 6BC getting called out. A counter, so it wasn't gonna do a lot. You just try to call out with DP. We didn't punch. What do you mean the backdash went all the way through that? What is happening? Okay. Balloon gonna just hit that 2A. Unfortunate combos in my drops, and Balloon just gonna take that out. And then there was one. And this will be Jungle back on the Remelia. Can the final boss do it? And before we do end things off, I would like to remind y'all that we are, in fact, doing this for the Tiltify fundraiser for our players to go to Eclipse. Exclamation point fundraiser without the apostrophe. Can bring you to our Tiltify page. We are trying to get a little bit more in. Any little bit helps. We've got like a little over a month left, so we want to try and get there as fast as we can to cover our costs, so we can get some really cool players in for what should be like the last big North America major for Type Lumina before Twi comes out. But here we go. All right, a few awkward interactions to start, but that is going to be Balloon taking it to the corner. Uh-oh, more awkward drops. Unfortunate for it to happen now, but we are picking it back up, which is more important. All right, big EX confirmed there. Balloon gonna kind of just top it off at the start there. Just a lot of good hits that all ended up doing massive damage. But Jungle now gonna be in ice mode, so that extra bit of damage, extra bit of chip, some new routes, doing some wacko things. Wow, the 5A coming in. No meaty from Balloon. And now away you go. Good laser call out. Caught Jungle trying to reposition. What a catch! But at OTG, not enough time to get the combo. Oh my goodness, called out an attempt to mash something, and Balloon taken it to the corner. Tries to Rekka it, good blocks. And finally, Jungle trying to mash out, but the staggers are enough. Balloon quickly taking game one. With a 2A, finding hope real quick for Balloon, and we're gonna get a solid confirm. No, it dropped. A big 2-2, and tries to find it into the X Fireball. Not gonna work out. Awkward situation there, but Jungle makes it work. Doesn't get the 2C, or the 3C, I believe was what was the call out there. Balloon bringing it to exhibition point here. Uh-oh, did not want that throw. That is going to be a solid punish for Balloon. Gonna just work it into the Rekka 2-2C. Keep it nice and safe. And another whiff. Jungle Scholar gonna get that 5A. But here's where the scary part has happened. This spacing hasn't been too opportune, and Jungle, it looks like she's gonna try and just take it closer. big BC counter for Balloon. Doesn't have the confirm though. 2 BC, I'm nice. Just do it again. Screw it. Just do it again. It is going to be enough to go into the arc drive, but we're not going to do it. Wow, IAD just above. With no confirm. And that air fireball. Gonna catch. Jungle not giving up without a fight. All right, Balloon working the stagger pressure and just out of the range of the heat. This should be a very high damage confirm, and there goes all that meter. And we're gonna 2-2-C I'm nice. 4.6 into the air throw. And the shield called out with the slight delay. And that's gonna be Balloon winning it all for Team Ante. And that will be the end of our exhibitions. A pretty solid, clean sweep there. Mostly clean. A little bit of shenanigans, and a lot of the sets were surprisingly close. So I'm very happy. I hope everyone enjoyed our little themed exhibition today. I want to try and do more of these as I come up with more things. I didn't want it to be like last week's or the week before where we had the theme, but it was just with it with individual players. I wanted it to be more team based, so see more of these coming soon. But oh fuck, I didn't lock that down. But I want to thank you all again for participating. I want to thank you all again for watching. It was really appreciated. Please make sure that you donate to the fundraiser too. Like I said, we are getting we're getting closer and closer to October. So we really want to make sure we get some money in for that. We got more things coming though. If we do look at the Tiltify, we have the next thing up is the Blind Date Lumina tournament. Very cool premise for that. So in a $500 we get to do, we're gonna run a bracket. So it's gonna be like a team bracket, like a 2v2, but you're not gonna know who your teammate is until you start playing. I think that should be really funny. We have a few other things in mind, like a raffle once we get to 4.5. So if you'd like to get towards that or get towards some of our other goals, make sure to donate. But we are going to be ending the stream now. So thank you all for watching. I'm going to have us raid, I believe, Reverse Beat Brazil, because I believe they are currently doing things. They are doing a restream for AACC and Lumina Top 8 at Ragnarok 2026, which I believe is a pretty big major going on down there. So give them some love. But that is it for us. And as always, make sure you have your exhibition tag in the PSA Discord. It's where I like to get a lot of people. But yeah, thank you all again.